reset grand finals and last time out with Cloud. So
do what you got to do. I respect that, boss. I respect it. Timeout with Cloud. It's a rough world out here, man. You got to do it.
Right. And Logic getting so much mileage off of pivot grabs with Olimar.
Yeah, that's one of the big things. Like, when Logic is playing on point, you can actually see it just on the basis of how many pivot grabs he lands. Yeah, bingo. That means Logic is playing on point today, and he is hungry, and the percents show it. Another
three
pivot grab.
3 for 3 with those pivot grabs right now.
Yeah.
Trying to go for a fourth, but doesn't matter. Getting the jab into another grab and
oh my God, Logic saying like, I'm about to time this man out, but his actions are entirely different from his words right now. Yeah, because Joe is already at 86%. It's less than a minute in. All right, but now this is where Sonic kind of plays his best, where you're getting juggled and you have to guess like, what is he going to do? Is he going to run at me? Is he going to side B? Can I hit him out side B? Is he going to hit me with that invincibility frames? The biggest mix-up is on that move. That move and his down B. Great, great options. All right, now this is the matchup.
Great patient. The thing about Sonic is like, when he has a lead, one of the best characters in the game. When he's losing,
still pretty good.
Still pretty good, but doesn't have an easy time getting back, coming back.
I mean, like in some instances in matchups he can. This is one of the ones where he has a hard time unless the Sonic player like knows the matchup very, very intimately.
And that's the thing though, Olimar really doesn't have easy time killing either. Only running around 150, maybe with a blue Pikmin.
Yeah, I'm liking the lineup he has right now. He threw away the white, which is fine, but red good for smashes, blue good for throws,
and purple good for stage control.
Bingo. That's a good line. Oh no! If he died at 70%, I actually would have been tilted for Logic.
He is going so deep right now, trying to get that edge guard, getting him early and make a really good comeback and changing the pace of this match if he would have got that edge guard.
Yeah, but Joe is doing a good job just inching his way back in. He's just looking for those isolated exchanges.
Yeah, I can see this match actually be kind of weird for Sonic, because, you know, if you spin that Shin or if you try and go in,
what?
Really good DI.
Was that blue? Yeah, perfect DI. If he had pretty much DI'd, or he had DI'd any other way, or maybe even died, or got pummeled one more time, he probably would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now Joe's definitely on notice for the off throw right there.
But,
yeah, what
I was saying, this could be kind of weird for Sonic, because you can basically running into the Pikmin a lot of times. That's where he's got all his damage from. He really hasn't gotten combos, just all the leeching from that Pikmin.
Yeah, and purple Pikmin is the best one by far for that. I'm liking the way that he's kind of just playing his options, keeping his options are centered around keeping that purple safe and hitting Joe out of that side B.
Yeah, and having that blue right now, those two purples for stage control and
that's it.
Blue and
that's it. Yeah, Logic popping off a bit. He was actually in a really dangerous position here with all that rage on Sonic. Ooh.
That Pikmin then took the wrong soul there.
Yeah.
For Joe.
Now this is the matchup that I think Logic wanted. He wants to play it on his back foot. He wants to have Joe come to him. And Joe is good at approaching sometimes. But I feel like Logic, when he's in defensive mood, he's actually the most annoying player to play against.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Olimar.
Yeah. Oh, no, but that back air hit him from deep in.
He's getting that Stevia that's been all over the world.
Yep, and we are pretty much at an even game, less than 3 minutes on the clock. The timeout, or the possibility for a timeout, is very, very real. Very, very real. And Logic called it. We could be here for an 18-minute game. But honestly, if he keeps on playing like this, he's playing smart. I wouldn't even be mad if he did. Okay, good grab right there. Called him out.
Oh, wow. Actually, the Pikmin just died after getting hit by that spin dash.
Yeah, I think they all, like, most of them have different amounts of health. I don't know the numbers exactly, but I know white has the least and purple has the most. Like, by a decent amount. I think purple has like 20-something. It's kind of stupid. Oh no, another stage control positioning right there. But it's okay, Olimar's going to make it back.
Good Trump.
Good landing option, using that nair to just kind of hit Joe out of that attempted punish. Alright, blue forward throw. Logic is playing really, really well right now. He just needs to seal out this stock. And we're getting closer and closer to those percents. He needs like maybe 10, 20% more before he can start looking for that off throw. But an errant smash could kill right now.
Oh yeah, and I have seen...
That's it!
Yeah, exactly. But
that's
that down smash, I was just about to say, seen him get quite a few stocks with it.
So, I just want to point out here, this was supposed to be the first winners quarters match. When I called it, Logic was nowhere to be found. And when he showed up 10 minutes later, he goes, I was getting ready for Seagull Joe. So for whatever he was doing, hey, preparation pays off.
Hey, you know, he did tell me, because we were talking about this with the Cape, he told me, like, when wants to time someone out, he has to mentally prepare himself to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see, because having to do that, like, there's sometimes for some people some sort of guilt.
It's hard.
Some sort of,
It's
like,
hard.
and being that patient, because, you know, you're timing them out. You're literally waiting all 6 seconds or waiting for them to approach you unsafely and commit. So.
Yeah, people say, like, oh, timing out so late. It's actually hard sometimes. Yeah, but either way, Logic taking that game 1, and Joe's counter pick is FD. We're getting into it. All right, overlay switched up. Let's go. And Logic with another lead. I'm liking the way he's playing so much.
Yeah, Olimar can just rack up that percent so easily, especially when you get those grab combos with that pigment on it. Just essentially reminds me a lot of Luigi when he gets the trend going.
It's like Luigi if Luigi made you bleed percent randomly. Because another thing that Logic is doing really well right now is that he's controlling his pigment lineup, which is something that when he's on tilt or like when he's not playing as well, he has a harder time doing. But he keeps those whites on deck. He keeps the purple on deck to keep, like, you know, hit him on that spin dash. And he's very cognizant of what he has and what options he has based off that lineup.
Another pivot grab. Each time he's using, it's a very good option.
It looks like Joe's actually a bit more content to play on the back foot too. But the problem with that is that he's behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing this like at the start, yeah, sure, that's great.
And the way that Logic is playing, I'm not sure he really has a clear-cut way of getting in right now.
Yeah, especially with the purple lineup. The purple is just getting him so much mileage. All right, that down air was actually great. Punching that
if he would
forward
have
air
got that
too.
spike, it would have been so good. It's hard for Seagull to come back.
Yeah, but Seagull's still looking. Seagull, like, he's a very, very aware player.
What?
That GI was not what he needed. That was kind of tricky situation right there.
Something that Logic did not need.
Yeah, but I think he can
He needs to
recover.
keep his mental fortitude.
Yeah. All right, he's taking some deep breaths, nodding a bit. Yeah, he needs to get himself back in this mentally because he was doing a great job before taking that game 1, but he cannot afford to go on tilt here. This is a pretty big moment in the match because if he gets his kill right now, he's fine. It's like that first stock never happened. But if he just kind of starts to bleed damage too much and starts to make bad approaches, it could escalate very, very quickly, especially on a player as seasoned as Joe.
Oh, definitely.
All right, the grab, this is okay. Olimar's recovery is still solid.
He's really
he's
trying to
making
call
it
him
back.
out there.
Yeah. I respect the option of that.
Yeah.
Rage down air actually would have been in a really bad position. And if he did throw out his Pikmin, he might not have been able to make it back in a safe manner. That's a great read by Logic. Getting himself back in that game, only 20% on just what he
Basically,
needed.
an even game we got here.
Yeah, just what he needed to get him back in this, both by the books and mentally. All right, getting that stage control. And Joe, it looks like, I don't want to say like he's lost, but it doesn't look like he's playing as, I guess, he's not capitalizing as hard as he needs to. I'm not sure if that's a testament to how well Logic is playing defensively.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Like, Logic is being so slippery right now. In the neutral and when he has him in an advantageous position. That was the first thing he's actually hit up B and the forward air.
Yeah.
Logic been able to air dodge out of it every time.
But now we're seeing Seagull Joe's convergence starting to turn up a little bit more. Catching that air dodge with a back air, too. He has to go deep. Okay. Good recovery by Logic. Making it a little bit hard to detect for himself, but he also just manages to avoid that back air entirely. Very risky, high reward. Alright, but now Logic's not really getting those pivot grabs as much. Joe's kind of gaining this momentum, getting what he needs to get going. And Logic needs to be the one to approach. He needs to be the aggressor right now. And he's trying to, but he's kicking the stage control.
Oh my god, see that's the that's the time where we see where it actually works and you're screwed. It's like neutral get up to like exactly the right time, you got your invincibility, and now you're in the punish.
That was like half luck, half skill. Because like sometimes it's actually a 50-50 to be honest. If you roll behind the hitbox on, it's actually so big that sometimes you just lose to it.
It's the purple segment again.
All right, this is what Logic needs. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of like, you know, throw damage, and he actually took like maybe 20-30% for the last, you know, few seconds. But this is a critical moment yet again.
Actually, you got to keep your mind on the clock as well.
Bingo.
You're at a minute 30.
Oh, Logic reeling back. He had to be on that air dodge.
And he got that boot again. And
Yeah, that was a good back air by Joe, but that was a really, really close game. Logic wants this win so bad, and I feel like he's on the cusp. He's on the cusp.
So I've talked with Gimmer about this over the last time that Seagull Joe played, and the way Gimmer sees it is that sometimes Logic doesn't always Seagull doesn't always actively think when he's playing.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see in game 2 where he was kind of starting to wake up and starting to get, his combos get a little bit cleaner, his follow-ups a little bit tighter. He's kind of waking up, and I feel like that was the issue game 1. Is that he wasn't thinking, he was just playing.
Yeah, I can see that too. But the real question is, if Logic can keep his composure and make those adaptations, I feel like this is anyone's game right now. Going into this game 3, it's his pick as well. So
I'm looking at the chat, seeing all the resident sleepers, but hey,
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Man. You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Respect to both players.
He's calling him out with that force smash there with the yellow pigment.
Yeah, I like that so early, especially because it sends a message. Yeah, like you can't just spin dash on me for free.
Exactly, especially like that, getting another pivot grab straight out the spin dash.
Yeah, the pivot grab is the big thing, and he's getting quite a few of them right now. I'm loving the way that Logic is playing. All right, now he's content to sit back a little bit more, especially now that he has that lead. But think about a lead, you can't get complacent. Yeah, and Logic's doing not doing just that. Getting that down throw, getting a little bit more pipkin damage, and yeah, just more and more damage, more and more bleeding.
He's just calling him out every time he's trying to approach right now. He's making a wall with this pigment. Just an army.
Army willing to sacrifice themselves over and over. I wonder if Pikmin know fear as soon as they're pulled out of the ground.
Do they have emotion?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. Like I've seen the red ones, like their eyes open up really wide. Like when they get hit. Well, they feel pain at least. Is pain an emotion?
Technically, because there's different types of pain.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it more later. Either way, the only thing painful in this match is how much damage that Seagull Joe is taking. He's already at 1 in 16. Even though Battlefield is the stage, he might live a little bit longer, but he has to really be careful coming up soon, especially with this lineup. 2 purples and a blue isn't what you want.
I mean, that's basically how the matchup is written. Olimar did so much damage off the front, just 0 to 100 so quick.
What?
Oh!
What?
Again.
What? What?
Let's hope Logic does not tilt from that. Rage, F smash.
But it's not even that. That DI was... I'm going to say it. It was atrocious. Sorry. That DI was actually bad. There wasn't any way that he should have died there on Battlefield. Even though he still has, like, a solid percent. And that up throw might kill. It'll be close.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
Really good DI. Knowing how to DI that just straight to the left.
Yeah, but even though, like, he still has kill options, that just lost him so much ground.
What he needs to do is, and he made it all back up. He could have had a little bit more. He had a lot of it, but at least he evened it up.
Yeah.
He needs to keep his composure throughout this rest of the stock.
Oh, yeah, that's actually just what he needs. He needs to still keep that composure. That's the name of the game right now. Composure is the key for Logic's victory. And even though he's a little bit shook, I feel like I can see it in his face. He's starting to get that momentum back a little bit more mentally. He just needs a little bit more time. And granted, there are 3 minutes on the clock. The real determining factor is if Joe will give him that time. He needs to just keep doing what he's doing. Play safe, collect himself, and then go in when he feels comfortable.
That's looking like almost a rewrite of last game. Taking a stock pretty early, losing all that ground, and Seagull having a small lead again.
Yeah, it's a rewrite of last game, that's for sure. But let's see if the ending's a little bit different this time.
Let's see if we can an alternate ending.
Yeah. Maybe if he chose a different option here or there, we could get the good ending, or the bad ending, or the neutral ending. We'll see, we'll see. I feel like a timeout's the neutral ending, as a matter of fact. All right, more of a juggle situation. Seagull Joe's starting to turn up those conversions a little bit more. And the Pikmin weren't there for that grab, but he used that opportunity to get... Oh,
what? I thought Olimar got him there.
He tried to. Sometimes the Pikmin, if you're buffering like too many options or like they do sting slide animations, sometimes they just don't listen. Yeah, it's an unfortunate reality of the character. You kind of have to watch out for what you're doing and also what the Pikmin are doing, just so that you get what you want out of them.
Otherwise, Logic's keeping this pretty close and now has a lead.
Yep. Those Pikmin latches to grabs are getting so much damage. He actually took like maybe 15% just off that little interaction. And now the lineup's on deck again. The Rage is on deck. This could be Logic's big win if he plays his cards just right. Joe is not planning on giving to him, but with this lead and a minute 45 on the clock, he needs to approach. And Logic knows that.
Yeah, that's why you see Logic with his lineup right now. He has those two. He has that one Pikmin, the blue that just died, for that damage throw. The red that just died for that damage when he has it on him.
Deep recovery.
And the purple to keep that stage control.
Yeah, that was a deep recovery, and I also really like how he threw the purple beforehand just to get by him a little bit. Oh, what?
Just called out
What?
the forward smash.
All of Joe's kills that sets were so what?